that you'll give a very warm welcome to a rock legend. Spooner played on his critically acclaimed 1992 album, Harvest Moon, and appeared in the concert film of the very same name, backed by the Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young on their 2006 Freedom of Speech tour. And just this past weekend, Spooner backed him at Farm Aid. Please help us welcome to the stage an absolute icon, Mr. Neil Young.
Sounded good. I like it. Never heard it like that before. How you doing out there? Wow, it's a great honor to be here. And I want to talk for a little bit about 3, 4, maybe 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 chord changes that Spooner did. I was listening to this record on the radio back when I was listening to the radio. And chords just descending. My heart started swelling. Couldn't figure out what it was. How could that affect me so much? That I was just listening to this little sound coming out of the radio. My body was getting bigger and smaller and all kinds of things, and seeing people from my past and from my future, feeling things. And it was, I don't know what key it was in, but the chords kept going down, and then you turned around and they came back up, and then it was just about time to start. The drummer did fills. Then Percy Sledge came in and started singing. And he was singing this great song. You don't know what it is. But the organ part, Farfisa part that was played before it started, it just completely took me over. I bought the record, which was, my entire life savings. And I took it home and I just kept listening to the beginning. 4, 6, 8 chords, and the drums, this great drum fill, and then an amazing vocal, Percy Sledge, singing this great song. The great, true, heartfelt, soulful song. There wasn't anything cool about it. It was absolutely great and real. And Spooner was playing the Farfisa, and I didn't know who he was. I didn't know anything. I felt it though, and I was really happy when I went to the studio and we were putting together some stuff. Some friends of mine put together a band, and this guy I met, a Spooner, was playing Hammond B3. And he was playing the changes, and every song that I made, I started playing, and I started hearing this sound. And then later, I remember you listen to it, and they in the studio, they bring up this song, and they bring up the different instruments, and I would be listening, and then they brought up the organ, and it was like, oh my God. Heard it again. It was the same feeling that I had the first time I heard him play. And to me, that's why I'm here to put him into this great place. I'm actually not putting him in. I'm just welcoming him as he goes by on his way in. And that's what this is all about. You know, we all have lots of stories of what we've done in our lives and memories of people and everything. The soul of the music, the way the same changes can be played by so many different people, and then someone walks up and plays them, and it blows your mind, and your body starts vibrating. And that's what Spooner Oldham is. That's what he is. He's the soul of so many songs. And you can listen to these tapes with all the things on them like I did, and then you're listening to the whole thing and they take the organ off and you go, oh shit. It's just a bunch of guys playing. And then you bring it back on and it's like, oh. So that's why I'm here. I'm here because of that. And of course, all the great music and the spirits of the music that are in this city and in this building and in the spirit of this place. I'm here because of that, because I feel it.
Thank you.
And I appreciate it. But I really can't tell you how great it is to play with Spooner. And we started playing again just a couple of days ago, and we got a new band, and we're playing. And I've been rehearsing with them and playing and showed them my changes in my song, you know. And I've got them down, everybody's got it down. And I heard this was happening, and I talked to Spooner. I said, Spooner, you know, might be able to come to Memphis and welcome you into this thing, and it'd be really cool. And he said, well, that would be great. And I said, you know, I'm playing Farm Aid with Willie, and if you come out a couple of days early, you could come and play with us. So there was that band with a couple of guitars, me, one guitar and me, and bass and drums. They're really simple. And it sounded good, we were playing. But when Spooner came and sat down, we just started playing, and he just put his hands down, and he looks around. It just starts to vibrate. Everything starts to go. It's in your soul, it's in your heart. That's what this is all about. That's why I'm here. That's why we're all here when you think about it. Because that's what music is, and that's why we're here together. And so, it says right here, concluding, I'm honored to introduce and induct my great friend, Mr. Spooner Oldham.
It's always a pleasure to play music with you.
Sorry.
Or that also. First of all, yeah, thanks, Neil, and hi to Daryl. And I want to say something. It's my table of 10 here. I want to point each one of them out because they're my good support system. My daughter Roxanne, son-in-law Mark, wife Karen, 55 years. Charles Hodges and his wife from the high rhythm section. Brandon Hamilton, my nephew. J.D. McCorker, my friend. Okay, let me read it's only take about a minute and a half. But thanks to Memphis Music Hall of Fame. I was reared in Sinister, Alabama, with my mom, Marie, Dot, Dewey, sisters Judy and Donna. They were my mom and two sisters. They were hairdressers and beauticians. My dad came to Memphis when I was a little toddler to the Veterans Hospital. He was injured in the head from a wound in the Battle of the Bulge. So he was a musician. He had to give it up at 21 years old. But he was always supportive of me and my music. As a teenager, I was in a band called Upsetters. Well, we learned that Little Richard had a band called the Upsetters, so we changed the name to the Tempest. And it was like a 7-piece Dixieland jazz band. We did a little country, a little rock and roll. We played these formal country club things. It was fun, but we entered the North Alabama State Fair talent show, won first place in the instrumental division, which allowed us to come to the Mid-South Fair in Memphis and play, So we won first place in the instrumental division, and we won $350, because it's a long time ago. There were 7 of us. I got $50, and I'm so happy, But if you've been on stage at the Mid-South Fair, you can't see the fairgrounds. It's the audience like here. But once we got that prize and we finished the show, I noticed there's a door go to the fairground. I couldn't wait to get out there. I was a teenager, And the first booth I came to was had a bunch of strings across the booth. And the deal was, if you get 100 points, you can win. There's radios, television, stuffed animals, all kinds of stuff. You can have any of that. Well, so I put down $1, and 33 points. Okay, I'm getting close already. So I kept playing. I spent my $50. And I borrowed $10 from a drummer, Charles Coates. And then I quit. But I didn't even get a lollipop out of that day. Oh man! And I was growing up listening to radio, and I was a big appreciator of Memphis music, like Stax Music, High Records, Sun Records, Inducts Records. They were pumping out the music through the radio and jukeboxes. I lived in Memphis a while on St. Elmo Street in Fraser. I was a member of the American Studio Band on 827 Thomas Street. And I'd go to TJ's where my friend Ergo Mel operated. And also go visit Thunderbird Lounge quite often. Was a Flash and the board of directors, David Flashman, and Herb's place, TJ's, had Ronnie Millsap as a house band. It was before you had any hit records. And that's it. Thank y'all, man.